See rebels blasting through, speeding faster, driving high, never stop, questioning why, burning rubber, reaching sky, that city RC till we die, urban maze on gray or green, motorhome electric.
Check this out. Today on the channel, we've got the X2 Pro dual channel balance charger sent to us from G.T.Power to share with you guys here today. Quick look at the box. Got a power rating of 400 watts. We got some specs here. Input voltage 100 to 240 volts AC, 11 to 26 volts DC. What else we got on here that stands out? Up to 6 cell lithium batteries are able to be charged. Up to 15 cells for your nickel metal hydrate or NiCad batteries, and PB battery voltage of 2 to 20 volts. And on the back side here, we got a couple QR codes because you're able to pair this charger with an app and control all functions of the charger with the app, and that's going to be available on your iOS or Android devices by scanning the corresponding code right there. All right guys, well, why don't we get everything that's in the box here on the bench and continue on. Okay, everything that was included in the box is on the bench, so we're going to start with the manual here. Now GTPower always includes detailed manuals with their chargers. Just quick look through here, flow chart, goes into specific details depending on which type of battery you want to use and what function you want to use the charger for with those batteries. And just looking for the QR codes again, they do have them in the manual. Depending if you're using an Android or iOS device, just scan the corresponding QR code right there to download the app, and we're going to have a look at that in a moment. Also included is your AC power cord here. We've got 2 charging leads, XT60 on the one end, Dean's on the other end. So obviously the XT60s are going to plug directly into the X2 Pro here. Let's pull in the X2 Pro and have a closer look at it. Very nice looking charger here. We got integrated handle molded right into the side of the casing. On the underside, we've got some rubber feet, some venting. Backside, we've got the cooling fan, AC input, DC input, and USB input. And on the front here, just your standard buttons you would find on a hobby grade charger. Your select button, decrease, channel, increase, and start button. And we've also got 2 LED lights depending on if you're on channel 1 or channel 2. There's your XT60 power outputs right there. We've got your balance ports, and then down here you've got your servo port or your tire warming port is what they're listing in the manual right there. We're probably going to try out a servo, I would think, on this, test that out. In the X2 Pro, check this out on the front here, guys. Got a cool LED strip that changes colors. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, bring it in a little closer so we can see the screen here. Now we're on channel 1. You can see the green light there. If we wanted to go channel 2, we'd hit the channel button, we'd be on channel 2. I'm gonna go back to channel 1, and just a quick look here. We're gonna start scrolling through types of batteries that you can charge on here, cell meter, internal resistance testing, that is cool, and then back to lithium battery mode. And now if we go to channel 2, right there, we've got some additional settings and functions that the charger has to offer. So we'll scroll through those. Right there, program select extend function. Let's start. So you can test your motors, tire warmer. This is going to be your servo testing. So you got some cool options there. We can just hit the select button here to get out of there, and then we can just continue on. All right, I've pulled in a few batteries to test out with the X2 Pro here. We got this 2-cell LiPo battery, 1600 milliamp hour. So we'll plug that in. There we go. And actually I'm going to pull the charger a little closer here, so hopefully we can see the screen a bit better there. Now what I'm going to do is actually, we're going to check that cell meter. So this battery is actually pretty much charged. So you know what I'm going to do is it's showing 8.33 volts, the high cell being 4.17, the low cell being 4.16. So actually that's fully charged, ready to go. I may have just charged this one up the other day actually, but what we'll do is we'll get out of there and we're going to go into lithium LiPo storage mode. Now it's a 1600 milliamp hour battery, so we're going to go 1.6 amps, 2 cell. There we go. We're going to put that into storage mode. Put that aside. Now, might as well pull in a different battery here. Let's pull in this guy. So we got a 5200 milliamp hour battery here. This is a 4-cell battery. And we're going to plug that in, but this one's got the EC5 connector, so I'm going to need an adapter. So we'll pull this out. I actually have an adapter EC5 to XT60 here. So I'll just plug that directly into there. I'm going to plug in the balance plug. The leads are long enough to use this type of adapter, so that's good. Now, again, I'm going to bring a little closer. Hopefully it'll focus for us. There we go. That should be good. And we're going to go to channel 2. And we're going to check the cell meter as well. So this one's your high of 3.94, low of 3.92. I guess it's only reading the high and low cell, and we got a main voltage of 15.57. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do with this one, guys, is we're going to just back out of there. We're going to scroll through now till we get to LiPo or lithium, and we're just going to do a balance charge on this one. We had 5200 milliamp hours, so we go 5.2 amps, 4 volt, or 4 cell, sorry, 14.8 volts, and we'll start there. All right, so those are charging. We got a 4-cell LiPo, we got a 2-cell LiPo. We can switch back and forth from channel 1 to channel 2 just to see how things are going. So that is cool. I also have lithium ion battery, another LiPo. I think we'll just keep these two on here for now. So while these are charging, guys, why don't we pull out the app and have a look at it. I'm going to get the app set up. So we're going to want to scan the QR code. I'm going to scan that. I'm going to download the app, to scan the box there, and then we're going to see if we can connect the X2 Pro, at least while it's charging here, to the app, and we should be able to monitor what's happening with the charger directly on the app. The X2 Pro app downloaded now, so let's check it out. There we go, connected right away. And there we go, on channel 1 you can see it's highlighted in orange top center. 89%, we're discharging. You can see that we have a LiPo battery, 2-cell, charger temperature 44 degrees Celsius, 111 Fahrenheit. You can hear the fan on the charger kicked in a moment ago. And the status of each individual cell down below in green, 4.08 and 4.07 volts. Now we're going to go to channel 2, and we're balance charging right now. It's actually showing 100%, so I'm sure that's going to be done any second now. And the condition of each individual cell as well, which is not looking too bad. 4.17 on the first one, 4.18 volts on the next two, and 4.19 volts on the 4th cell. All right, so what's nice about the app as well, guys, is we're able to control the app. So I'm back on channel 1. I want to stop. So we've stopped it. Say I want to switch the battery to a different type, we just do that right here, depending on what cell. Actually, why don't we test out, let's just say this is a 4-cell. We know it's a 2-cell, and we'll just put it to charge, 2 amps, and let's see if it catches that error. Should have a safety. And there we go, on the phone here, charger error 4, single voltage over high. So let's put it to the proper voltage, 2-cell storage. Well, we were discharging that one. Why don't we hit storage charge, 1.6 amps, 1600 milliamp hour battery, and confirm. And we should be good now. There we go. Channel 2, everything's looking good there. So that's pretty cool. We can control, we can stop, we can start, initiate charging, we can switch whatever battery we want to use right from the app. You don't even have to mess around with the buttons and everything. You just plug your batteries in, get onto the app, and you're good to go from there. Now settings. You can see we've got all our settings here. We can control LiPo cutoff, high voltage cutoff, turn the buzzer on and off, temperature protection switch on off, temp protection value, safety protection switch, safety protection time, capacity protection value, and your firmware updates. I've got the latest firmware. I updated it as soon as I downloaded the app. I highly suggest you do that as well, so you get the full use of the charger through the app. All right, back to home. Not much else to look at on the app there, guys, so just wanted to give you a quick demonstration on the charging here, and then follow that up with the app and just check that out. So what I'm going to do now is I want to test out a motor. I want to test out a servo, and I don't believe we can do that through the app looking through it here. So I'm going to get out of the app. We're going to set up a motor and a servo to test out and check out those functions before we wrap this one up. I want to test out a servo and a motor before we wrap this one up. I've got a small servo here. We're going to plug that in right down here in channel 2. So we'll plug that in. And then we will go into channel 2. We're on channel 1 right now, so we'll switch over to channel 2. And we'll get in here to where hopefully the camera can pick it up. There we go. And we're going to get over to, whoops, back there. Program select extended function. Motor run. There we go. You can see it's testing out the servo now. I've got a couple motors here that I'm going to test out with the X2 Pro. We've got a 370 and a 550 brush motor, and we're going to use this adapter. I've got an XT60 to alligator clip adapter, so that's what we'll use. And we need to use channel 2 power output. And you can see right there, guys. We'll see if we can get that to focus. We're on the extended function. We'll hit start. Motor run. Start. I'm going to have it on 5 amps, and I have it set for 7.7 volts. We can actually probably go a bit higher. Let's go an even 8 volts. There we go. And now I've got to get this connected. Now it's set. You got time intervals here, like we got a 1 minute that I have it set for. You can set that up. It's factory at 10, and it'll go all the way up to 2 hours, 120 minutes. I'm just going to bring that back down to 1 minute, which is the lowest setting. There we go. Set for 1 minute. Connect negative, connect to positive. And then we're gonna just hold that start button. Now this motor seems a bit weak. There we go. Delayed start there. Alright, well that seems to work. We can stop that. And we'll connect this 550 motor. Now I'm going to test this out. Let's go back, set it up. 5 amps is fine. So 11.7 volts. Guys, well, we're going to get ready to wrap this one up now with the X2 Pro. You want to get some more info or even grab one for yourself, links are down below in the description. Thanks again to GTPower for sending this out for me to share with you guys here today, and we'll see you on the next one.